I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan Lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot, but he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what is
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
The city is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Dahnans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind. Forgive me. My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dahna as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
What's wrong? All right.
What?
Hey.
Yeah!
Good.
All right!
I sense a poor soul who is in
Oh yeah? How's this? Great!
Yes. Hey.
Good.
Really? What? Yes.
All right, right.
Really?
What?
Huh?
All
Huh? Yes.
Huh.
All right.
By the by, Shionne, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
Sure.
As long as you call me Captain.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shionne.
I was just joking.
That Deadime creep certainly has a few screws loose.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadime and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to act.
Fine by me. But isn't Deadime just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dahna. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Shionne. The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little, if you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right? In whatever that forest is called.
Estaluva Forest. Next time, pay attention. I think there's someone in trouble here.
Well?
Well, I see. Excuse me! Good.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area? Clues or something?
Hey, maybe these are supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're into this too, huh?
this the so-called legendary instrument?
Actually, I think it's one of the freight train parts that I was using for a sword.
I'm sure anything will be fine. We should take it.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
I'm not.
How's this?
I see.
Great!
Agreed.
Darling.
I can't believe you managed to shoo off that irritating bard.
Had we brought him along, it would have livened up our journey considerably.
You know, maybe you're right. We could have hit it off.
Yeah, and the two of you could be irritating together.
Got sand in my eyes!
The winds are strong.
The winds outside the capital are blowing as strongly as ever.
You can definitely see why people call this place the Valley of the Four Winds.
Indeed, Mahag Sar is the realm of wind, just as Ganeth Heros is for water.
Earth, water, fire, wind, light, and darkness. Rena is aligned to darkness, leaving each realm one.
Is that because some elements are easier to gather in certain areas than others?
That is certainly possible, but I suspect the biggest reason is to prevent the lords from squabbling over resources.
Funny. You would think infighting would come naturally to an elite class vying for a crown.
True, but the Renans rule as a minority. Fighting ourselves would just be destructive. Though, as you saw in Menancia, any abstention from fighting is merely a facade.
In the end, you all get usurped whether you like it or not.
That may be true, but something tells me that this...
We have to catch up to the Lord first if we want answers.
What is that ring of rocks over there for? They don't look like they formed naturally to me.
Oh yeah. Funny, I guess I've gotten used to weird rock formations. They didn't even register as being out of the ordinary.
Most likely, they were brought over by us Renans when we first invaded the planet.
Wait, those? So does that mean there's some kind of machine then? And if so, what in the world were they even used for?
To manipulate the properties of Dahna's astral energy.
Really?
Think about it. Isn't it strange that the type of energy each realm collects is so... Astral energy by nature isn't meant to skew towards one element or another so heavily.
So the Renans reformed it for the crown contest.
Sounds like the crazy thing a Renan would do.
Renans these days are more advanced than Dahnans in some ways, but even they don't seem capable of doing something on that grand a scale. Or is that something that's possible on Lenegis? Or maybe the Renan homeworld?
I can't claim to know everything about my own kind, but I myself have never seen anything that would be capable of such a drastic feat.
But at some point they did just that. Those are the sort of people we're up against. We should do our best not to forget that.
You're so amazing, Kisara. You can cook, you can fix weapons. I feel like there's practically nothing you can't do.
Maybe you should take a page out of her book and learn to make yourself more useful then.
I'd be happy to teach you if you want, Rinwell. I learned most everything I know from my brother.
Really? Even how to sew and do laundry?
Yes, indeed. He knew how to do anything.
Sounds like he was a pretty handy guy when he was alive.
He was. I'd always follow him around and badger him with questions. I was a real pain in the neck. Now that I think about it, he and Legil were the ones who taught me how to raise cats, too.
Legil is that woman who was with him in the Gold Dust Cats, right? I remember now. The one with the really pretty hair.
Funny you mention that. He also taught me how to maintain my hair. Not that those lessons stopped it from getting all tangled up during training.
I think it still looks
From what I can tell, it would appear as...
No, but that didn't stop him from trying. He really wanted to teach me everything.
And here I was trying to...
I can't tell if she's being serious.
Yeah, I guess only Miguel could have...
Alphen, have you been washing your clothes? It may not be my place to say this, but... frankly,
Now that you mention it, it has been a while since I did...
I'll wash them for you if you want. Just remember to give them to me the next time you get changed.
Oh, okay. Sure. Thanks, Kisara.
And, Law, Rinwell, yours are starting to look a bit ragged.
What do you expect? Of course they're going to tear up when we're out there fighting so much.
Yeah, but it's still kind of embarrassing, having it pointed out.
And Shionne?
I wouldn't touch me if I were you.
Of course. My apologies. All I wanted to say was that your sleeves are getting a little bit dirty.
You don't need to worry so much, Kisara. It's only natural our clothes are gonna get a little dirty while we're traveling around.
That's no excuse. Your outward appearance says a lot about your inner well-being.
Now you've really set her off.
Suffice to say, it would appear that the traditions of the Guard are still alive and well within her.
What do you mean? What do the guardsmen do that's so special?
Mostly, I'm simply referring to the fact that they're a very regimented and cleanly group of people.
Do I really sound that weird to you guys? Keeping your clothes clean and mended is completely normal to me.
Don't get us wrong. We appreciate the thought, Kisara. But we've got a long journey ahead. It wouldn't hurt to relax your standards. Just a little.
If you're sure. I wasn't trying to overdo it, I promise. However, if it's making the rest of you tense, I'll do my best to tone it down from here on out. Still, if everyone could bring their laundry and clothes they want fixed, that'd be great. I'll take care of it all for you guys tonight.
Don't you ever get tired?
Oh?
Yes! There!
Is that... you don't... I see.
Hey! Sure.
Nice!
Oh?
There!
Well?
Yeah!
What?
What?
Hide!
All right?
No.
Sure.
Really now?
Yes! What?
What?
There! Yeah!
Well, that was a huge miscalculation.
Yet you've drained your glass all... the same.
Somehow, things are even worse outside the city than they are inside.
Yeah, it's all ruined. Houses and everything else.
Even if it was all in the name of beating the Renans, this is...
Do you sense one of your friends, Hootle?
Why didn't the Renans take advantage of all of these ruins around here? It seems like a missed opportunity.
It's gone! Win! I'm on it! You're mine! I'm surrounded! Look out on the ground!
You've got a knack for battle.
I still plan on training though.
That's what I like to hear.
Crescent flash! Blow away!
The heavens must be smiling.
Gone! First strike! Raining fire!
Flaming meteor!
I can carve through
Inferno crossing!
Demon Fang!
Careful! It has some kind of camouflage.
In the groove! All good spirits come to an end.
Awaken and wreak havoc!
Blow away!
Inferno crossing!
Raining slash!
Demons descend!
Flashing Fang!
Everyone hanging in there?
I'm getting pretty hungry.
Want to sit down and fix something?
Yep, the sooner the better.
Am I imagining things? Or are there a lot of big Zoogles in this area?
No, I noticed that too. There's plenty of...
Is there a reason you're looking at me so
Dohalim, your spare bracers were getting dirty, so I polished them up along with the rest of your equipment.
Why, thank you, Kisara. I greatly appreciate that.
Maybe it's just my imagination, but you sure seem to fuss over Dohalim a whole lot, Kisara.
It is a little strange. Almost like you're still in his service.
Really? That's certainly not my intention. Besides, he's not the only one I'm like that with. Hey, Law, I saw your clothes were starting to get holes in them, so I stitched them back up for you.
Oh, wow!
Point taken. Do you just like looking after people?
I wouldn't go so far as to say I like it, but I get anxious if I don't. I'd always like to help if I can. It comes naturally to me. Back in the day, Miguel and I used to look after the younger kids a lot, so that's probably where it comes from. He taught me everything I know, and I mean everything. How to cook with wild plants, how to sew clothes so they'll last. Without him, we never would have been able to survive.
However, you're not a lord anymore, Dohalim. You need to get used to the idea that people aren't just going to wait on you hand and foot.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'm ashamed to admit that I felt no qualms about her doing all that for me. As both a Renan and especially as a lord, one becomes too accustomed to those beneath you tending to your every need, both Renans and Dahnans alike.
Sure, that's how all you Renans are probably raised. But just to be clear, we're not your servants, Dohalim. Got that?
Absolutely. Moments such as this provide me with ample opportunity to confront my unease. It is difficult to tend with my own motivations.
What do you mean?
The truth of the matter is that my espousal of coexistence in Menancia hardly came from an idealistic place. That instinctive unease I feel deep within serves as a reminder for what it is that all of us here fight for.
Don't be so hard on yourself. No one's going to abandon you if you aren't always perfect.
Looking at her now, I think she's more like his mom than his servant.
What's up, Kisara? You look concerned.
Oh, no, it's just...
Ah, that may be because I borrowed a small...
I don't think you can call spending more than half of our money a small amount.
Half? Dohalim, what the hell did you buy?
As it so happens, I came...
Are you talking about that junk? I mean, that, unique-looking...
Whoa, is that a...
Indeed. It is a lost artifact from ancient Dahnan times. Most likely, it was used for some sort of rite or ritual. Ever since we Renans conquered Dahna, such objects have been disappearing. I simply want to do my part to help preserve both our people's storied history.
Well, if it's to preserve Dahnan history, then I guess we can maybe look...
I don't know. Why spend money on something that won't
More to the point, we all contribute to that money. I don't like the thought of anyone dipping into it without saying anything.
You must understand, had I let that opportunity pass...
Dohalim, maybe no one taught you that money doesn't grow on trees.
I may have been a lord, but I realize that much.
It's not enough to simply realize it. You have to internalize the concept too. Even after all this time, you still have no real sense of money. Our funds aren't your personal wallet. We camp outside and eat grass.
I don't think we're so poor that we have to eat grass or anything.
Shut up, Alphen.
Shutting.
Let's just agree to not spend too much or be too thrifty for our own good.
Alphen, your blazing sword draws its power from Shionne's Fire Master Core, right?
So I'm told.
Then why don't you use yours?
You mean my Earth Master Core?
Yeah, I mean, you still carry it around with you.
I do. Each master, though only a select few qualified people, namely the lords, can wield them. They nevertheless hold...
If only the lords are supposed to be able to use them, how come Alphen and Shionne...
That may be because Shionne has embedded the Fire Master Core.
Okay, but why do you still carry yours around?
Just as Dahnans see Master Cores as symbols of the lives and the pain and agony wrought upon this world by my predecessors, as well as the injustice enabled by my own inaction, are all housed within my Master Core. It is a testament of all that I have done wrong. It cannot ever be used again, nor fall back into the wrong hands.
Dohalim.
You didn't differentiate between the deaths of Dahnans and the deaths of Renans.
Dahnans and Renans both spill blood and languish in agony all the same. I just couldn't bear to hear it any longer. That's all.
Little late for that.
Hey, Rinwell. What was that whole legend you were talking about earlier, back when we were...
Huh? Oh, you mean about the Darkwings? It's an old story about...
Like I said, I sure have...
Yeah.
Well, long ago, there was an evil king who tried to bring all of Dahna. However, a pure black owl heard the pleas of the people and decided to help. It chose a young hero and bestowed upon them a holy flame. The story goes that the young hero challenged the king and defeated them with the flame. Seeing Dahna had been saved, the people flew the crest. From what I understand, it used to be a really well-known story before the Renans came.
I guess our people must have forgotten it over time. It's lucky for us you still know it.
You know, the part where the hero...
Come on, it's just a story. Besides, if we're talking about an owl helping anyone, Hoodle would definitely choose Rinwell.
Sure, I might have helped take out our own kind of evil king with the others, but I'm definitely no hero. That and Hoodle's wings aren't even black. Huh.
Rinwell, mind if we chat a little? I noticed you haven't been training Hoodle.
Yeah, he's fine. He's been catching fish with Kisara, and he seems to be adjusting his diet on his own.
Maybe that's his way of pitching in, so you don't...
Yeah, maybe. I guess at some point he started to...
You sound like you're okay with that.
Yeah. More than okay, really.
I know what you mean. We all support...
Huh. I hadn't thought of it like that.
Do I really look that old to you?
Huh? You don't like...
Well...
I don't really get that kind of vibe from Dohalim. He's more like an uncle. An old uncle. And as for Law... Well, Hoodle took the little brother role.
A dog?
Of course they do.
Yeah, a pretty...
That's why I like it. I wish we didn't have to do it.
You okay?
Oh, it's nothing. We should really get some rest. Another day, another Gald.
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out. Blow away. That's meteor!
You picked the wrong one!
No further. I'm just getting started. Resonate with the air. My head's spinning just watching you. I'll finish you here and now. Bloody hell. These fists have got your name on them.
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop it.
I'm ready.
Inferno crossing!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Opted for an intricately crafted weapon as usual.
It is beautiful in both function and form.
You're gonna hate when it gets scratched.
Gotta break through!
Where are you going? This one's mine! Negative
Impressive. I didn't even get to have my turn.
History of that.
Maybe you'll share some with me.
My fists are crushing it out there!
Is the blazing sword okay?
A little water's not going to hurt it.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out. I can carve through armor. Elusive
Leave the
deity.
chargers to me.
I'm on Eagle Ray.
Your reflexes will not serve you well here.
Tornado drive. Talent. I'm on a roll now.
I've been doing really great lately.
courteous, aren't you?
First strike!
Don't mind if I do.
On your ground and pound!
No further!
It's on! Rush! I'll finish you here and now!
You are the epitome of brawn before brains.
Thank you?
It's mostly a compliment.
Come on, roll now! Megasonic thrust! Win! Inferno punch!
Masterful dash!
Far enough!
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Get ready!
Done! In an instant!
Impact thrust!
Together, there is nothing that can stop us.
Indeed. As one, we are unrivaled.
And that is our greatest strength.
There's history in the air here. I can smell it.
I don't smell anything.
Don't encourage him.
Who?
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
There. What a rush!
Mahag Sar, a land where the winds scar and the clouds stretch far.
Kisar? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be.
Handle this.
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Double Demon Fang! We did it!
Those are impressive skills.
They took a lifetime to master.
And I'll have to keep training.
On guard!
Art expert coming through!
Look sharp!
This could be useful.
What do you say we check back in on the ranch?
I feel all bent out of shape.
I know what you mean. Hard to settle down after seeing all those ruins.
Mind if I join you, Law?
Night! I feel pretty refreshed after that sleep. This place gives me the creeps. You really think that lord is hiding out here?
Be careful. The air is dense with astral energy. Something's not quite right about this place.
How are you able to pick up on all this stuff anyway? Is it something that all astral arts wielders can do?
I must admit, I'm curious myself. Perhaps her den and bloodline has something to do with it.
Dohalim.
Apologies. I meant no disrespect.
Stay alert, everyone. There's a good chance that she already knows we're here.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard. I suppose if you're a lord going into hiding, a forest is one place to turn.
We don't know for sure she's here. Keep looking.
There.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
You require a hand.
I can carve through walls!
We may get out of this alive after all.
Yeah, it would be bad for a minute.
I'm pretty sure we can handle anything.
No armor can stop me!
Charge like that
Remind
could
me to
easily
stay
be
on your
fatal.
good side. Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Our weapons are the sword and...
Fist and...
Staff.
And you ruined it.
Gone!
Win!
No further!
Eat this! This one's mine!
Burn it out!
Make it
Blade
rain!
moves like silk. I just let my instincts take over. How fascinating.
You hear it now! On your
You got flyers!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
All yours!
stalagmite!
Win!
Hey! Poodle's quivering! I think we're about to be real lucky!
Dohalim's fighting style is...
Do you mean elegant, perhaps?
yeah, that's the word.
And he's not just skilled with the staff either.
You flatter me. But my fighting techniques merely...
Is that why you wait until the last second before you dodge attack?
No, I do...
Oh yeah, I've noticed you look...
Still, it's a risk.
Then,
Huh?
it's not...
For the hideout of a runaway lord, this place is a lot bigger than I was...
Do you think she had it built with that in mind?
No. Personally, I think this used to be part of a Dahna castle or fortress of some...
How can you tell?
For one thing, it doesn't look like a storehouse. For another, it's old and you can...
Huh. I'll take your word for it. I don't know the first thing. You know, I've always thought you were a smart little cookie. But damn, Rinwell, you really know your
It's no big deal.
If this is meant to be a castle, there wasn't much to it above ground.
There probably used to be more of it above ground.
So the main structure must have been lost during the time of the invasion.
But what reason could she have for using this place instead of staying back?
That's what we're here to find out.
Right. It's all the more reason we need to...
What's this thing?
It'll be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Eternal devastation!
Shield and break. Take cover when it curls up.
Megasonic thrust!
This one's mine. I'll bash in their defenses.
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be.
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Seriously? Is this a joke?
In a bind. Going in. Eat this. Not prepared. Now you see what I can do.
Burn!
Their hide is thick as armor.
Megasonic thrust!
Now I'm in the groove. Flying free. Make it right. Split it open.
Be like it! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade.
Lady Fortune must truly be watching over me.
This place is full of weird machinery, old and new. Just what the hell was she doing here?
By all appearances, the sort of unsavory research she wouldn't want to see divulged.
Even to other Renans? That's a scary thought. This place goes pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used, even if the above-ground portion got destroyed.
Perhaps that's why it's still here, and why it was made into her hideout. It would certainly stand to reason. It would appear we can descend down where the railing has fallen apart.
What are you...
By all appearances, it would seem she was researching something here.
You think so? What kind of research could she have been doing in a place like this?
Your guess is as good as mine. Hardly anything the likes of us could imagine.
If we assume it was because this area is rich in astral energy, then it's possible she could have been doing any number of things.
Indeed. Renan castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Dahna ruins are also known for their abundant energy.
You Renans attacked us. Don't act like you're just some...
Sheesh, enough already. This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You suffered at the hands of guys like...
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm...
That enemy looks strong. I bet it'll be worth our while to fight it.
Brace yourselves! This one's tough!
I shall ensure you survive this!
I'll blind you with the dust.
Blow away!
Dragon Shell. In the groove. Awesome. I'll bash in their defenses.
Glad you have your uses.
I'll show you how useful I can be. Oh, now I'm real mad.
I'm ready! Lunar Rondo! Remember!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
I've been doing really great lately.
Don't let up until it's over.
Who said anything about
Now
letting
I'm real
off?
mad.
No chance. Penumbra. It's too fast.
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Wow, look what I just found.
Looks like some solid equipment.
Let's see what you've got.
Severing Light.
Get behind me!
Do it. It's over.
You're primed and ready.
Megasonic
Think you can
Thrust.
fly?
Here I come. Talon Storm.
Its armor's too
I'm
strong.
ready. Be my guest.
Did you see?
Sure did. The part where you swung and missed, right?
Not that part!
Guess I misread the landing. There's nobody here. It's been nothing but Zeugles. No lords, no Renan for—
They have to be holed up somewhere, right?
From the look of things, I don't think anybody's been here for a while. If anyone was here, they're long gone.
That can't be.
Look out!
We'll figure this out later.
I don't understand. Did Baseball lie?
He didn't seem the type to lead us on a wild goose chase.
Hey, save your questions until after we manage to finish this thing!
Hurricane strike!
Blow away!
Beast of that!
Watch this!
Do it! Rain slash! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Whirlwind down! Now I'm in the groove!
Inferno crossing!
Severing Wind! Start up!
Hurricane strike!
Burn!
Prepare to be seized.
Eternal Devastation!
Nice! Almost got them.
Almost isn't
Less talking, more doing.
Piercing roar!
Piss on!
I'll smash you!
Start up!
It's trying to take us out.
Well, I won't go quietly!
Rena!
Astral energy!
Say no more!
So much for finding the Lord. Come on, let's get back to Niaz.
Shionne, calm down. This isn't like you. What's wrong? Talk to me.
It's none of your concern.
Even after everything we've been through together?
The two of us are only helping each other because our interests overlap, remember?
Are you serious? You helped me come to terms with Zephyr's death. You put your life on the line to save me. Don't tell me you did all that out of necessity. That it was only because we have a common goal.
Huh?
You don't want to answer? Then I'll do whatever I like from now on, too. Clearly, I'm just bothering you. So it doesn't matter if you tell me what's on your mind. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking out for you. Not now.
That's not fair. Why can't you just leave me alone? You don't know the first thing about me.
But I do. I know you care about the pain of others. You care, Shionne. That's why I want to help.
Because of my thorns, I thought I had been doomed to a life of solitude. Until the day I died, I knew I would be alone.
And now?
The truth is, I'm trying to end my curse and get rid of my thorns.
Get rid of? There's a way to do that? Really?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there's a chance. But that's the reason I need the Renis Alma.
The Renis Alma?
The Master Core to end all Master Cores. It is bestowed upon the winner of the Crown Contest, the new Sovereign, as proof of their victory. It must be assembled from all 5 Master Cores.
That's why taking down the Lords is so... But Shionne, if there's a chance we can rid you of your thorns, I'll be by your side the whole way.
That includes us, right?
Like it or not, you're going to have to get used to relying on us.
What kind of friends would we be otherwise?
Thank you.
Dahna in liberation and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. If we have any hope of finding this Lord and their Master Core, we start by heading back to Nia.
Man, who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shionne?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab